Hello everyone, this is a reading for a new moon in Sagittarius on the 18th of December 2017, which is in a few hours here where I live. And on one hand, I was hoping that this reading will resonate with the beautiful energy of this new moon, which is full of appreciation of our ideals. It is all about being idealistic, and what are my ideals? Are they important to me? Do I have time to think about them? Do I even care about them? Do I have time for them? Because it seems sometimes for me that we are so immersed in everyday life, every day running around doing things that we have to do because we are part of society that treats us very often as some parts of the machine, and we are not allowed to stop, we are not allowed to give up, we are not allowed to look around and change the course. Do we have time to think about our ideals? That's what I was thinking, and we have the Hierophant here, which is very much about our ideals. What do we believe in? What is our faith? Do we have faith? But on the other hand, this is also the card of the system that can bring us down, that can reduce us to those parts of the machine I was talking about. Who denies us of individuality. So it can be seen like this, like an overall energy, and I think this is very much connected with Saturn very slowly but surely coming into the sign of Capricorn, where it's very, very strong. These are all the restrictions, the laws of people, the laws of society, the laws of civilization that are sometimes very restricting and bounding us and not letting us to really speak for ourselves. And we have this Page of Swords here, who in his sincere but immature way tries to communicate, tries to speak the truth, his truth or her truth, no matter what. No matter if you like it or not. Sometimes these words are painful, but he's very true to himself, herself. He speaks the truth, he's clear. He's ready to use his sword. But very often the result is this, the Five of Swords, which is... I was using another deck for the reading in Polish, and it's called Hope Discarded in this deck. It's Hope Discarded. For me, the key to understand this card and its very destructive force is distance, and more clearly the lack of distance. When you treat yourself too seriously, you end up like this, very sharp, very up high, and temporarily satisfied with what you did with your words, what you did with your deeds. But you're left alone here. There's humiliation here. It's my way or highway. It's I'm gonna win no matter what. I'm gonna hurt you before you hurt me. And it creates a very resonant feeling of desolation and being alone, and it's reflected here in this last card, which is Four of Cups. And I know it's very much about what I was talking about at the beginning of this reading, that we run around in the circle of our duties and must to-dos, etc., etc. And sometimes we are so absorbed by this that we don't see a very pleasant and fruitful and beautiful offer that is coming for us. We are too busy with this to recognize this. So we are very often really busy with our everyday life, with our chores, even if this life isn't very satisfying, but we are very much in this, not really capable of seeing wonders that are given to us, that are everywhere around us, but we are just not looking this way, and we are unable to see this offer. We are unable to see the miracle, and most of all, we are alone here. We are alone with our own stuff, with our own reflection, with our own delusions. We are alone. We are alone because of this, because of the powerful force of ego that never wants to be broken, that always tries to be better, be better than everything. That's impossible, of course. You cannot be better than everyone and everything. But this is what our culture is trying to teach us. You should be better than everyone. You should be better than everything. If you're not, then you fail. And this creates this state of permanent fear that we get so accustomed to that we don't even recognize it anymore, that it's still in us, that it's really dictating every word and every deed we do. This is terrifying, and this is the real problem with our civilization, the permanent fear of life. We are so afraid of life. What am I going to do, you think? I have only these 3 cups. Then life is offering you the 4th one, but you don't see it. And you won't see it if you don't look this way. You will never see it. And you will sit here feeling alone, because in reality you don't have to be alone. There's abundance in reality, but if you don't see it, it's not for you. It's that easy, and it's that difficult. I'm not gonna pretend that it's easy when I speak about it. I know this, but doing this, being against all this system that makes us desolate and afraid, that's not an easy task. And that's why I was talking about ideals. That's why it's so important that even in this desperate state, we turn to them and we invite them back again into our lives, even in this desperate state, especially in this desperate state of desolation and fear. Now you should welcome your ideals once again into your life. Ask yourself, what's the most important thing to me? What are my ideals? That's the great time to put these seeds into the ground. The new moon. The new moon. The new moon is invisible. You cannot see it. But it's taking form during the next 2 weeks. It's taking form and it's getting full, right? That's the newness. That's the real newness, being invisible first and taking form in the process. Don't be afraid not to know at the beginning. Don't be afraid. You don't have to know at the beginning. There's no need to know, because everything will unfold in the process, and you will see the results of planting these seeds of ideals. And the important question that Saturn asks us, Saturn coming into the sign of Capricorn, where it feels very well, is what are you going to do in this 3-dimensional space? What are you going to do with your ideals? How do you want to put them into reality? How do you want to put them on this material niveau? what is the way you're going to produce something out of this? You know, it's not palpable right now. It's not even visible, as I said, but it will turn palpable and visible in the process. Let it work. Let it work without fear. You don't have to know the result. But if you know what are your ideals, and if you plant the seeds, and if you're acting not from this position, but from this position, woo, I'm floating in space. You're getting stronger. When there's no fear, there's hope. And when there's hope, you're getting stronger. And when we all are getting stronger, we are able to create something really powerful. We are able to bring our power back from the system. And we are able to see the things around us that the system doesn't want us to see. If we are not afraid to look around in all directions. So this is what I wish for this month. I want to be free from my fear. I want to see around me. I want to see the possible miracles, and I want to have my hand free to grab them, and I want you to have your hands free to grab them and to work with them. And I want to meet you in my house, in your house, in the street, and I want to join forces with you. Be ready. All of you who are watching, we can create a better one. We all can create a reality that is more true to ourselves than what we have now. That's my wish for the new moon. That's my ideal. And I wish to do anything that's possible to make it real. And that's what I wish you. Thank you for your time, and bless you.